not where you should be in life, don't worry. God knows how to make up for lost time. He knows how to accelerate things. Now do your part and shake off a negative mentality. Shake off pessimism, self-pity, discouragement, and get your fire back. Life is flying by. You don't have time to waste another day being negative. You have a destiny to fulfill. You have an assignment to accomplish. What's in your future is greater than anything you've seen in the past. We need to get rid of the old Murphy's Law and live by just the opposite. If anything good can happen today, it can happen to you and me. It's going to be easier than it seems. It's not going to take as long as it looks. Why? You've been highly favored. Almighty God is breathing in your direction. You are equipped, empowered, and anointed. Hey, you say, Joel, you're just getting people's hopes up. You're just trying to get us to live positive. Yes, and here's why. God is a positive God. There is nothing negative about Him. If you're negative, sour, discouraged, you are going against the flow of God. When we travel from Houston to Los Angeles on a plane, it always takes us 30 minutes longer to get there than it does to come back home. It's because the jet stream flows from west to east. When we're traveling there, there's a large mass of air that's always blowing against us, slowing us down. The plane has to work harder, use more fuel, spend more energy. But when we're coming back home, of course, it's just the opposite. The jet stream is working in our favor. It's pushing us forward, making it easier, saving us time and energy. It's the same principle in life. When we're positive, hopeful, expecting good things, we're in the jet stream of Almighty God. Things will be easier. You'll be more productive. You'll live happier, healthier, see more favor. But when we're negative, discouraged, everything's a struggle. We're having to work harder. We're not enjoying life. Pay attention to what you're thinking. You can't think negative thoughts and live a positive life. You're going against the flow. If you go through the day thinking, I'll never pass this chemistry test. I can't stand my job. My marriage is never going to last. I'll never meet the right person. Your life is going to follow your thoughts. You're drawing in what you're continually thinking about. Just like a magnet. I can't pass this test. You're drawing in failure. I'll never meet the right person. Drawing in loneliness. I can't stand my job. Drawing in negativity. I'll never accomplish my dreams. Drawing in mediocrity. Here's the key. Just because a thought comes doesn't mean that you have to dwell on it. You control the doorway to your mind. If that thought is negative, discouraging, pushing you down, dismiss it. Don't give it the time of day. Keep the door closed. Choose to dwell on thoughts that empower you, inspire you, encourage you, thoughts that give you joy, faith, victory. If you'll keep your mind filled with the right thoughts, there won't be any room for the wrong thoughts. In other words, all through the day, something good is going to happen to me. I'm strong, healthy, talented. I will pass this test. I will meet the right people. I will overcome this obstacle. My best days are still out in front of me. When your mind is filled with thoughts of hope, faith, and victory, you're going to draw in the good things of God. I read about this lady. She had been sick for several years, and she'd tried different doctors, but they couldn't really find out what was wrong with her. And this lady was extremely negative. She's always complaining about how she would never get well. And just like a magnet, she kept drawing in more sickness. The battle is taking place in our minds. What are you dwelling on all day? That's what you're drawing in. She eventually went to another doctor, told him how bad she was, how she was never going to get well, on and on. This doctor noticed how negative she was and decided to give her an unusual prescription. He had never done this. He said 5 or 6 times an hour, I want you to say out loud, I'm getting better and better every day in every way. She thought that was strange. Said, Doctor, I'm not going to do that. I want some real medicine. I want a normal prescription. He said, no, you follow my orders and we'll talk about what's next. She started doing this 50, 60 times a day, and before long, her attitude began to change. In a few days, she noticed she was feeling better. In a couple of weeks, she got her joy back, her strength back. A month later, she was a different person. All the symptoms had gone. What happened? She changed her thinking, and instead of drawing in sickness, she started drawing in health. Sometimes your body will not get well until your mind tells it to get well. You won't accomplish your dreams thinking, I don't have the talent, the education, the connections. You have to give yourself permission to accomplish your dreams. Permission to get out of debt. Permission to overcome that obstacle. It starts in our thinking. Studies even tell us that when we're negative, and we think sad, discouraging thoughts, our serotonin level goes down that causes us to feel sad. It's not just in our thinking, it starts to affect our moods. But when we're positive, hopeful, expecting good things, endorphins are released that causes us to feel happy, to have more energy, puts a spring in our step. If you go around thinking, I'll never get well, I'm so overweight, I can't stand my job, as you think those negative thoughts, your faith, your energy, your enthusiasm is being drained out of you. Just like a big vacuum, it's pulling out the good things God has put in you.